He was a daredevil, and he was a showman, and he had that charisma.
He jumped over 170 times, which I think people would not realize he actually did that many shows. And he crashed 19 times. I think the most memorable ones are the ones that he didn't make it. You know, really, that's what made him famous. He was the first to jump motorcycles in the way that he did, and he inspired a whole generation of people.
I've been an Evil Knievel fan since I was a teenager, and we used to watch him on TV, ABC Wild World of Sports, and we got an opportunity. I was actually 19 years old, almost 20. We actually got to go to the Snake River Canyon jump, and I got to meet him personally, and you know, it's just always been a fan.
I think when people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s now, they look back in their childhoods and they can see people were inspired by Evel Knievel and some of the things that they do. I know I was, and I know even in business now, some of my inspiration came from Evel Knievel, and you know, putting this museum in was kind of a daredevil move in a lot of ways. We do restorations, and we actually got the opportunity and the honor to restore his Mack truck. As we were going through that process and working with Latham McKay, the leading collector of Evil Knievel artifacts, came to realize there's no Evil Knievel Museum.
As my profession, I was a long-haul truck driver, and I remembered seeing this truck at the Snake River Canyon. And so when I heard that it had been restored and brought to the museum, it's one of the items I certainly wanted to see. And it certainly was restored beautifully, back to its original colors and just its original beauty. So certainly worth the trip.
From his leathers, his helmets, motorcycles, of course the Mack truck, his pickup trucks here, his Cadillac pickup truck. We have an Indy car that he sponsored that raced in the 1977 Indianapolis 500. There's a movie theater showing his movies. And we actually have the Caesar's Palace crash helmet, as well as Sky Cycle from the Snake River Canyon jump. So beyond all of the artifacts, there's interactives. And some of the things that we have is touch screens where you can actually look at his broken bones and exposes his skeleton and shows all the broken bones in his body. We also have over 40 of his x-rays. So you can actually look at his x-rays from the crashes. We have a jump planner where you can make inputs in. You can choose your leathers, you can choose your helmet, your bike, then you choose your ramp angle, what you're gonna jump, and your speed. But the most talked about interactive is our 4D virtual reality experience, where you actually sit on a motorcycle just like Evel's, and you put on virtual reality goggles and you go for a jump, and it gives you the feeling that you're Evel Knievel. The one question that everybody asks about though is if we have the toy, the wind-up toy. Yeah, of course we have the toys. So that's where Evel really made his money. Did a lot on the jumps, but the toys were the big thing.
And I'm just so thrilled that somebody took the time to get all these things together, put it in one place, so people from my generation can come and see somebody that they idolized when they were kids.
Museums like this are so important because it's history. In this case, it's history from the 70s. And it's part of our culture from the 70s. You know, Evel Knievel was a part of our social fabric of that time and inspired so many people. So we need to be able to look back and see what that was about.